Hello. Welcome to It's Just Perfume, a Lucky Scent podcast where we talk all things perfume. I'm your host, Stephen Guntarski. Today, my guest is Zernell Gillie. You may know him as a DJ playing sets around the world, and he also happens to have an incredible line of perfumes inspired by different musical genres. I had so much fun talking music and perfume with Zernell, and I really hope you enjoy this conversation as much as I did. Zernell Gillie, thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, we've known each other for years now because you're a perfume aficionado and have come into Scent Bar so many times, and we've had great chats.
Yes.
But I'm looking forward to just really getting to know you because I don't know the background, I don't know the stories, and that's what I'd love to hear today.
All right, let's talk about it.
Wait, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago originally.
Okay. You grew up in Chicago?
Yes, I grew up in Chicago. I've been in LA now for 15 years.
Yeah. And you've really established your name as a really amazing DJ. You DJ around the world at the infamous Berghain club. We'll get into that in a second. But was music always a big thing for you, even as a kid?
Yeah. Music has been my life for a long time. Kind of like gave me the feel.
Yeah. Is your family musical?
No, that's what's crazy. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only one.
So you didn't grow up with great music in the house. It's all stuff that you discovered on your own.
Nope, all on my own.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Did you play anything?
No.
You just loved it. Yeah.
I wish. I loved it. I fell in. So, I was a kid when MTV first came out.
Yeah.
So I kind of fell into the music videos, and it kind of blew my mind. And then, from there, I got into like music on the radio, and in Chicago it was house music.
For sure.
Dance music. So that kind of that did it.
Yeah.
That did it.
Yeah. What about perfume? Was that a thing for you as a kid?
Yes. I started like dabbing into my father's like Pierre Cardin.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, ooh, I feel fancy.
He's got good taste.
Yeah, I mean, this was the 70s.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. He didn't wear it much, but I think I probably wore it more than he did.
I'm the same, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it was Old Spice. We had it in our medicine cabinet. It was meant to be for my dad, but I basically wore it, not him.
Right. Yeah, so then, of course, in the house music culture, it was a lot of fashion that went along with that. A lot of people don't know, but it was, fashion driven as well as music.
Yeah.
And then fragrance was just a part of it. So it all kind of worked together.
Do you remember what the main fragrances were around that time?
Oh, back then, Polo Green.
Of course, yeah.
Of course.
Drakkar.
Yeah. There's a few other ones that skip in my mind. Bowling Green.
I remember Bowling Green.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I wore Bowling Green instead of Polo Green because I wanted to be different.
Yeah, sure. That was also sort of in the world of gray flannel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had that. I had the gray flannel. It was something else. It just made a comeback too recently. I can't remember. Off the top of my head, I was just like, boom, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. So I was always looking for something different because I didn't want to smell like the other guys.
Right. Do you remember the first bottle that you actually bought for yourself?
Yes.
What was it?
You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
So I was 16 with my own money. I bought a bottle of Halston Z14. That was my first bottle that I bought. It had a Z in it. I had to have it.
That's class.
So yeah, so then that became like between that and Lagerfeld.
Oh yeah, sure.
Those were my like signature scents as a teenager.
That's cool. Oh my God, I didn't know anyone who wore those fragrances growing up. So that's so advanced.
Yeah. I've been at it for a while.
Yeah, for sure. And when did you start going to clubs?
So the Chicago scene was a little bit different. House music started in the high schools. So the music was kind of geared toward, it wasn't about drinks or it was juice bars and high school kids.
So wait, like it's literally a high school dance?
It started kind of that way, and it just grew into something bigger.
And who was DJing? Other teenagers? Or?
Some teenagers, some, younger adults, but they were doing a lot of Catholic school parties. Catholic school party sock hops.
Yeah. You literally call them sock hops?
They were sock hops.
That's so funny.
You couldn't wear your shoes in the gym. So you had to take your shoes off and you're dancing your socks.
No
So
way.
you wouldn't scratch the gym floor. So it was sock hops.
You actually experienced that?
Yes. Yes. But yeah, there were a lot of Catholic schools that were doing parties, but there was a few that were mainstays that kind of helped build the culture. And then, of course, it moved out into the clubs where the 21-year-olds and 20-year-olds and up were going. And a few kids were able to get into here and there. But it kind of grew. And then next thing you know, it's what it is now. It's this world phenomenon.
Yeah, for sure. When did you start DJing?
I started DJing, I'm telling my age now.
No, it just means you're seasoned. You've got the history.
I started DJing 85.
Okay, yeah. So you were young.
Yes.
Yeah.
85. And then, just at my buddy's house, he had equipment. We were listening to the radio, trying to mimic what we heard because they had DJs on the radio all the time in Chicago.
Right.
The noon mix, the 6 o'clock mix, the this. So you will always have your radio ready recording with your cassette.
Yeah.
And you would record the radio and listen back, and then you would take that recording to the record shop and like, hey, what's this record? Or what's that record? To try to find out, to get the newest releases.
Oh my God. That is so smart. I don't know why I never thought of that. I literally would go to a record store and kind of like hum the tune.
I can't sing, so that's
I don't think I could either because I don't think anyone was able to properly identify what I was singing anyway.
Right. So we would record it. We would take it down to the local record stores and try to find that record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was the genre you were into house for the most part? Or were you getting into everything?
This was like, so house was kind of, it's changed, the meaning of it changed over the years, but so it was disco, there was Italian disco, there were, acid tracks, and it all fell under the same genre of house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a lot of different things. There was some rock, that fell into there, you know. So if it was dance, in Chicago, we played a lot of different genres of music, but if you could dance to it and it was good music, then you played it.
Then it's in.
Yeah. So that's it. Kind of genres of music I've always been a part of my thing too.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And when did you start going international with your DJ sets?
So I started prior to that. In the mid 90s, I went to Europe and I was just hanging out, doing my thing, and having a good time, and then it kicked off for me to go and start playing with I told you I had my record label,
right?
And
so your label is called Grimy.
Yes, it's Grimy Edits.
Grimy Edits. Yeah.
Yes, and I started that, and it's got this whole meaning behind it. I used to when I started playing again, DJing again, and really getting back into it from because I had a little gap between. I wanted to be different, like I like different perfumes. I wanted to be different.
Yeah.
So I started seeking out records that I didn't play as a teenager, and I started looking at the B-sides of the record. And of course, if everybody plays the A-side, the B-side is a little grimy.
Yeah.
It's a little scuffy. And so I was like, oh, I play the grimy side.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then I was like, well, my DJing is really clean and precise. So I was like, ooh, a bar of soap with grimy. And that became my record label.
Oh, that's so cool. Because when you'd come into the store, you had these shirts, and I knew that you had a fashion line, but it said Grimy all the time, so I thought the name of the brand was Grimy, but now I understand.
Yeah. It was the logo for my record label.
Yeah. It's a good logo.
It was a great logo.
Yeah.
It was a great logo. And then the kids liked it. So my daughter was wearing it, and my son was wearing it. And then I looked up, she would send me pictures like, I ran into this girl on the streets of Chicago. She's wearing one of your sweatshirts. Do you know her? I was like, no, I don't know her. So it kind of took off. It was a thing.
That's so cool. I'm just imagining your DJ sets at, is it the Panorama Bar at Berghain?
Yeah, so
That's an infamous club.
the club is amazing.
Yeah. If you don't know it, Berlin, it's kind of the club. It's impossible to get into.
Yes. Whenever it was announced that I was playing that club, my inbox would flood. It was like, and you only get so many guest lists. So it's like, I was like, okay, who I need to pick these 12 or 15 people that can get in. But that club is amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And like, what kind of hour would you go on?
I've played 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on a Sunday once, and it was like packed.
Yeah.
I played 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. I've played 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yeah.
You know, and hours that you wouldn't normal people
But at a
wouldn't
place
do.
like that, there's no such thing as time. You're just in it.
The club, I think, opens at midnight on Friday and closes at like 7 p.m. on Monday.
Right.
Nonstop.
That's wild.
Right. And the windows are blackened out.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen the movie Blade?
No.
The vampire movie with so it was a vampire movie back in the 90s. It was Blade, and they were in this club, and he needed to kill a vampire, so he opened the shades, and all the sunlight came in. So they kind of do that at this club,
Right?
Where if it's like really going peak time, and you're doing your thing and you're killing it, then they'll open the blinds, and the sun comes in, and everybody goes nuts. It's the most amazing thing.
Oh my God. I can't imagine what the energy is like because you're at control.
Yes.
You're in control and you're just feeding off the energy of the people. And you can tell whether it's working or not just by the way they're moving and by the atmosphere in the air, I'm guessing.
It's being a DJ is a give and take relationship between you and the dancers and the crowd. So you can play a song and it hits a certain way and you get that energy rush coming in and people scream and they jump and in that club you're liable to see anything.
Right.
I'll put it that way. We'll keep it PG. You'll see anything in this club. And the energy that you get when playing there is just, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh man, I've never experienced that. I mean, I've been to clubs, but not this legendary club in Berlin.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite clubs to play. Now, I've played a lot of different clubs, and I've played a lot of different venues, and it was one of my favorite clubs to play.
Were you playing more techno there?
No. I was doing what I normally do. Now, I play some techno, but not the European techno.
Right.
I play more Detroit techno, because that's where techno is originally from, Detroit. But I play house and disco and everything, a mixture of everything. And they just love it. You get 3-hour, 4-hour DJ sets. You get a chance to spread out, you know.
I never thought of that. That's a lot of music.
It's a lot of music.
Yeah.
It's a lot of music. But if you've been doing it long enough, I got a formula. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But if you've been doing it long enough, you know how many songs you could play in an hour.
Right.
So
For sure.
Then you have to be like,
You just have the feel.
Yeah, and then you feel a crowd.
Yeah.
So that determines on what you're going to do too.
Yeah.
So whatever the crowd, you know, you like, oh, this song worked. Okay, I'm going to stay in this pocket for a little bit. Kind of like the musician, you know, if you get in the pocket and you know what's working. Just like that.
Totally. So I want to get into some perfumes, and we're going to talk more in depth about your brand, which is named after you, Zernell Gillie. But what I asked you to do before coming here today was to just come up with kind of roughly your Hall of Fame. And I'm talking about the fragrances that had a big impact on you and deserve to be on the short list.
Yes.
And I'm so happy to see some of these, especially because I have deep associations with some of these fragrances. So this one, what a blast from the past.
Yes.
This is Egoiste from Chanel.
Yes.
Yeah. When did you start wearing this?
That had to have been early 90s. Had to have been. And that's an original bottle from the early 90s too. So
I don't think it's the same anymore because they still make it. I've seen it.
It's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same. So I had to search out and find an OG bottle. I had to have it because that was my signature scent as a young adult.
Okay.
as
Yeah.
a young adult, as a
Yeah.
20-year-old. 20-year-old Zernell, that was
I think
it.
we're the same generation because, yeah, for me, this was right after college. I was wearing this. And I have it was a tough period. I moved to New York after college and, you're not really sure what you're doing. You're making no money,
Yeah.
So I was like a little bit confused and this was my scent. So I'm hoping that when I smell it, it doesn't make me feel lost and confused as I did back then.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh man, come on.
And that still smells great, doesn't it?
So good. Those spices in here?
Yes.
Oh, that's
I
incredible.
love it. Love it.
Is it still in your rotation?
It is not.
Yeah.
It is not. It's just more for me to have. It used to be. I had another bottle before that one.
Yeah.
That was pretty older, and it had a little bit left in the corner. And I held on to that bottle for years with that little bit left in the corner until I sourced and found that one. Oh, that smells great. I can smell it over here.
This is going to give you confidence. You are that person when you wear the scent.
I wore that all year long.
Yeah.
It wasn't a seasonal fragrance for me. It was like summertime, boom.
Yeah.
Wintertime, boom. It didn't matter to me. I always wore that one.
And I can imagine this would smell extra good in Chicago. I think a cold environment and this scent, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find fragrances that have this kind of blend of spices and sweetness. And in my opinion, there's one from Xerjoff in the Join the Club series called Ivory Root.
Okay.
And it gives me a little bit of this, but re-smelling this, it's just bringing me right back. What an incredible smell.
Yeah, I had to bring that one.
Oh, man. This is another one that made me so happy when I saw on your list. This is Acqua di Gio from Giorgio Armani.
Yes.
And you said that you had this bottle and you broke it.
Yes. So when I first got that fragrance, I had it in my car.
Yeah.
And it slid under the seat, and I moved the seat back, and it cracked it in the car. And so my car smelled like that for about a month.
It's strong.
Yes.
It's definitely strong.
And that one, that's a vintage bottle too. I think it's that's the pre-L'Oreal. Is it Cosmar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells so good.
And it still smells great.
Yeah.
It smells. I think it smells better than the newer
version.
Yeah.
And then they came out with so many flankers of this scent, but I don't think I've spent any time with them. I'm just so loyal to the original Acqua di Gio.
Yeah, and I was lucky enough. So a friend of mine actually gave me that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that," because he moved on off of it. And he had it for forever since he had it, and he was starting to get into more higher end stuff, and he didn't want it. I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that, man."
I remember there was a time where I think every guy in the world was wearing Acqua di Gio.
Yeah. So during that time, I was heavy into all of the designer stuff.
Yeah.
But the different stuff.
Yeah.
So I was wearing a lot of different things, but that was one of the mainstays in my journey.
It's just that beautiful 90s, clean, aquatic, melon-like. It just smells so good. And for something so clean, it has incredible projection and wear.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. This is definitely a certain era, isn't it?
Yeah. When you said bring some of your top fives, I wanted to bring not only my top perfumes, but my journey.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see, the projection of where it started and where it was going.
Yeah.
All the way from the Halston Z14 up to now.
Oh, so was I right to start off with Egoiste? Because on the table, that's the one that goes furthest back in time.
And then the next one. And then some of these are just newer. This one is an older version too.
Right.
But that came out in that's like 2000. So you had your 90s.
Yeah.
Then you got your late 90s and then your 2000s.
2000s. This is the Dior. Is this the Parfum?
That's the Intense.
Dior Intense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Did you get into the original Dior as well?
I have them. I do have them.
Yeah.
I have all of them actually, but that was the one that resonated more. I have the Perfume of the Dior Homme too.
Yeah.
Because you could only get it in Europe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay, that's kind of like a flex because I was always in Europe anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
let's say, let me just grab some things that you can't get.
Oh man, that's God. When Iris smells like that, it's just
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
yeah.
I remember another 90s early on, I was in London and Pie had just come out.
Okay, the Givenchy pie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I smelled it and I had to have it. I was
Right.
like, I want it. But I didn't want to buy it in London because I didn't know if I could take it on the plane with me.
Right.
So I said, I'll get it when I get home. And I got home and it didn't exist here.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was in London forever before it came out in the U.S.
Oh, you're kidding.
And so then I was stuck not having it.
Yeah.
Until it came out here. Maybe about 6 months later, it came out in the U.S.
Yeah. Oh man. So clearly, you always have a fragrance going on, basically since you were a teenager, since
Yes.
16.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Always. I got stories with different fragrances over the years. Just,
Yeah.
you know how you have your stories and
definitely.
you associate
Yeah.
different times in your life with different fragrances. But yeah.
Yeah. Are you the kind of person who would stick to one fragrance until it runs out and then you would go on to another?
Never.
Oh, okay. So you had a few on the go.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. I had the ones that I liked the most, but I always had different ones that I could pick from.
Yeah.
And I think, the fragrance fits your mood, and your mood fits the
100%.
fragrance.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I've talked to other people about this. We've probably even spoken about this too. I feel that there's such a close relationship between music and scent, And there's so many customers who come into Scent Bar who work in music or that's their passion. And it's happened so consistently that I don't think it's a coincidence. There's something there for sure. Have you found that?
Yes. I just my connection with music and my connection with fragrance, the way even the terminology.
Yeah.
It's
like
similar.
notes and chords.
And
yeah.
chords, right. It's like and when I started my line.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about how I wanted it and, what the story was behind it and what it meant to me. And then the correlation between music and fragrance started really popping, like I was like, oh my God. I was like, how come I didn't think of this earlier? How come no one's thought of like this specific way of doing it earlier?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's wild. So talk to me about starting the brand. Was it something that you were kind of brewing in your head for a long time, or you just thought of it and you got going?
It was in my mind, but it happened during. I mean, there's a little backstory. You want the backstory?
Please, yeah.
Okay, so 2019, my family, we were living in Budapest for a while.
Right.
I think I might have mentioned before we left. I think I might have mentioned that to you.
You
maybe.
did a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we
what
went,
were you doing in Budapest?
So my wife is a professor, and she teaches at LMU, and she teaches film and TV.
Yeah.
So she was invited to go to Budapest to teach film.
Yeah.
And they have a really strong film community in Budapest. They shoot a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows in Budapest.
Right.
So she was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna go to Budapest." I was like, "Well, I can go on tour, which is great."
Yeah.
And then
have a European base.
Yeah. And which makes it easy.
Yeah.
And then our son was 16 at the time, and he was like, "I'm going." so we unenrolled him from school, and we put him in school online, and we all went to Budapest for like 6 months, and it was great. And then we came back after all of our traveling around and all of my DJing, and I had done all of these gigs in Eastern Europe in places I hadn't been doing before because I was only doing the Western, European cities. But now I was, I'm in Macedonia and I'm doing all of this in Croatia and all of this stuff in Serbia. And I was like, yes, I'm finally breaking into this market.
Yeah.
And then we get back and COVID hit.
Right.
And it just
so everything closed down.
It just shut.
Yeah.
All the DJ stuff was gone.
Of course.
And I was wearing perfume to make me feel better.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, "Are you insane? You're not going anywhere. It's lockdown. You're sitting on the couch wearing perfume." And I was like, "It made me feel better."
Of course, I get it. Maybe
Right.
she doesn't get it,
She
but
didn't get it.
our people get it.
Yes. So in that, when that hit me, I was like, you know what? What if I started my own line?
Yeah.
What if I made my own fragrance?
And you had already started the clothing brand at that point.
So the clothing had been their clothing had started like 2009.
Okay, yeah.
So that was 10 years in.
So you had experience of starting a brand. You knew how to do it.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of,
But
sort of.
perfume's a different thing
It's a
than
different
clothes,
thing.
for sure.
Yeah, it's a different thing. And so the concept of the brand my brand came first. It's like, oh, it'll be about music. Why not? Because I love music. And then I was like, oh, it can be based off the genres of music that I DJ with.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Brilliant.
And then all the thoughts just started coming. Boom, 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 one after the other. And next thing you know, disco was born.
Disco was the first one.
Disco was the first one. It's the first music I DJ'd with, too.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. So it had to be the first one.
Yeah.
And so, again, I'm wearing all of I'm testing all of these drafts.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, what is going on? And I was like, well, this one is mine. And she says, oh, you bought another bottle. And I'm like, no, this is mine. And she says, well, whatever that is, I like it.
Oh, man. But wait, how did you get there? So did you know a perfumer you wanted to work with?
So I found a perfumer I wanted to work with. He sent me some stuff. We were Zooming.
Okay.
We were still in lockdown.
You weren't in the same city?
No, we're not in the same city. We were Zooming back and forth just to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Because, I was like, I want to work with somebody that I like.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we got to know each other. He sent me drafts of some stuff that he had been working on, and we talked about it. And my background prior to as just being a DJ, I worked in the chemical industry.
This is like an onion. I'm just finding so many layers about you. What were you doing in the chemical industry?
I worked for Dow. Have you heard of Dow?
Of course.
Okay,
yeah.
I worked for Dow for 18 years.
No.
I was I don't want to say master operator. So I ran reactors. I could make 20,000 gallons of perfume.
Right.
Because we work with alcohol-based products.
Right.
So I would make all of these different things. I ran extruders. So I was a lead operator for years, and that was my profession.
That's so interesting.
And then I went to school for chemical engineering.
Okay.
I didn't finish, but I went because I was in the industry.
Yeah.
And the reason why I left, because my wife's a filmmaker, and she's like, I want to go get my master's degree, my MFA in film. And I said, well, if you get into the schools you applied to, we'll just quit and we'll move. And she got into UCLA.
That's how it happened.
And I quit the job of, 18 years, sold the properties, and we moved to LA.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do that, you know? I mean, it's exciting when you can start a new chapter like that so cleanly and just see where it takes you. It's brave, but I find it usually pays off when people do that.
It's paid off.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm doing this. I never would have done this if I hadn't made that decision then. I don't think I would have.
Do you think it's because moving to California just freed you up creatively because maybe you were doing your job and that's where you were focused, and so you couldn't really devote energy to creative projects like this?
So yeah, I think so. Coming to California for us was great. My wife was able to follow her passion, and me being open to her and her passion gave me the room to follow my passions. Yeah. And I was a stay-at-home dad for a while she was, in school, and that was the best time. Yeah. The best time. So then I got a chance to do that. I got a chance to start, DJing more. I didn't do Europe as much as I had later on because my kids were young. My son was young. My daughter was a teenager. My son was, 10 years apart. So I got a chance to experience that. And then it kind of opened up for me to do. So I was still doing the record label during that time. I was still doing, the music was a lot more heavier. And then now when they got older, I could go to Europe for a month and be on tour. And it was, it was cool. It was cool, and it opened up my eyes more for the fragrance industry because I was in Europe a lot.
Sure.
And I was able to see and smell different things. So that was kind of a cool thing too.
Oh, wow. Are any of the bottles on this table from that time period, that you discovered in Europe?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
what do we have?
The very first one was this one.
Oh, man. Okay. What do we have here? Sweetie Oud. This is from Roja.
Yes.
Yeah. I have never smelled this, but it's kind of well known because it's very expensive.
Yes.
It's...
And I had to have it.
Yeah.
That was another. So I was in London. I was at the Roja boutique.
Oh, sure.
Which was an experience in itself.
Is it like in the Burlington Arcade? It's in
think
one of
so,
those.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes. And I walked in, and the manager of the store was there. And when I started talking,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I started talking, and she's like, "You're from Chicago." And I said, "Yeah, how did you know?" She said, "I'm from the Midwest, I could tell." And that was it.
What, from your accent?
Yes. That was it.
Yeah.
And she gave me the whole tour. We went upstairs. She showed me where they shoot the videos. And then I smelled everything in there.
Yeah.
I was in there like 3 hours. Smelled everything. And I fell in love with that. I was like, I got to have that. So I bought the bottle. She sprayed me down. And then I went on my way, and I was just happy as I could be.
This is something.
Ain't it? Actually, that was one of my Panorama bar scents that I wore because I had a gig the next weekend.
Yeah.
And I wore that, and after 4 hours, she was like, "You smell so good."
I can imagine.
And I was like, 4 hours of me jumping around, dancing and playing music in the whole room, and it cut through that room like it was nothing.
All right. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's an investment that pays off.
Yes.
I mean,
it's worth it.
It kind of puts you in the right mindset while you were DJing. And that's everything. That was your job. So incredible. I've read about this. I just read some reviews, and people are saying, oh, it's sweet. Of course, you're going to get these kind of marshmallow and sweet smells. But some people were saying it's not really so much oud, but I smell the oud. It's there
You
for
can
sure.
get it there.
Yeah.
And it was so they have some that are like oud.
Yeah, right. Right.
And Sweetie kind of gave me, you're like, oh, you can do a oud fragrance and it not be the dominant note in the fragrance.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about it. It's there, but it's a player in the whole, composition of the fragrance and not just the fragrance.
Yeah. This has this beautiful texture to me. I feel I'm wearing a mohair coat, with this scent. It just kind of wraps you up. It's cozy, but there's something kind of mysterious about that too.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So that's one of my Europe finds. This one here is another one.
I've never smelled this before. The brand is PMP, and it's called Geschöpf.
I have no clue.
I mean, I took a little bit of German, but I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly or what that means. I have no idea what that means. Geschöpf.
And that one is maybe 5 years ago.
And you found this in Germany?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I spent a lot of...
Oh, that's good.
Yes. I spent a lot of time in Germany, especially Berlin. I have friends there that will allow me to stay with them.
Nice, yeah.
While I'm touring. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm down. I have downtime. So it can get kind of expensive doing hotels the whole time if you're in Europe for a whole month. So I have friends, and they were like, oh, you come stay with us. So I'll stay with them like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I'll fly off and do my Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
That's so
Sunday,
cool.
you know, in these different countries, because I'll play somewhere Friday night, I'll play somewhere Saturday night. Sunday, I'll probably relax in a hotel, and then Monday, I'll fly back to Berlin.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course, it's like I go record shopping, I go perfume shopping.
Yeah.
And I went into this one place, and I had never seen it. I walked by it, and I was like, that looks like perfume.
Yeah.
So I went back, smelled everything in the store, and that stuck out to me.
Ooh. So some cool niche perfume store in Berlin.
Yes. I can't even remember the name of it.
Oh my God.
I know the area. I can't remember the name of it.
I remember someone told me about one perfume store in Berlin that kind of specialized in like black. So, or maybe it was a store in general that sold clothes as well as fragrance because everything was black and
That's the thing. Everybody wears black.
Yeah.
Because that club.
yeah.
So so that club is crazy. There's a line like 2 blocks long,
Yeah.
4 rows deep, and they're all wearing black.
Oh my God.
So whenever I play that club, I make sure I put on the brightest color I can.
Well, you're the DJ, you're the shaman, so
just
you
to let them
better,
know
yeah.
I'm the DJ.
You better stand out, totally.
Yeah.
Berlin is so magical that way. I remember when I was living in London, I had friends in Berlin, so I used to go up kind of a lot because there was a lot of art going on as well. And I remember at the time, it was really free and creative, and all these clubs just popped up in the eastern part that used to be DDR, when it was communist. And they were just old supermarkets that were abandoned and they just became clubs, you know? And I remember entering one club through a crack in the wall. You didn't even use the door. It was so cool.
So the club, the Berghain Panorama Bar, it's an old power plant.
Oh, right.
So it's this huge 3-story, 4-story building that's like, you know, and then in the pit of the power plant is this like room where 2,000 or 1,200 to 1,500 people can fit inside. And that's just one floor. And then it does it again on another floor with a whole different kind of music.
Oh, man.
It's insane.
That's wild.
And then I used to play this club called Soju Bar.
Oh, so was it Korean?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
awesome.
So my buddy is Korean, and he's out there, and he has a restaurant called Kimchi Princess.
I love this.
And then they had a Korean fried chicken place called Angry Chicken, and you would walk through Angry Chicken through the back, through the freezer area,
Yeah.
and then you would go into Soju Bar.
Oh, so it's kind of like a speakeasy.
Yes.
Stuff. Yeah.
And it was this small little club about as big as this room, and it had all these neon lights, like bar, like you're on the street.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of like ads for the soju brands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where I used to play there a lot too.
This is too good. Oh my God. I can't wait for the movie of your life to be made because I want to watch that.
Yeah, I got some interesting stories.
So, okay, you decide to start this perfume brand. You have a perfumer that you're communicating with, and the first one was Disco. What kind of things did you tell him? Like, what did you want to smell?
It's kind of hard. So I went through like my memory of what I like. So basically, all of my releases are pretty much just what I like.
Yeah.
So now we kind of work. We're at a whole different place now working together.
Yeah.
Because that was 4 years ago. But now, you know, early on, I was like, hey, I like this. This is what I wear. You know, and he sent me a bunch of different drafts, and I just feel from I was like, it was too commercial.
Yeah.
But good.
Yeah.
But just not.
But not distinctive enough.
It wasn't distinctive enough for me. And then we finally honed in, you know, on what we do. And now we talk 5 times a day now.
Are you serious?
Easily.
Oh my God.
Easily. And we talk more about everything. You know, because we're very similar.
Yeah.
We both have families. So, you know, we talk about the kids.
Yeah.
We talk, you know, about the brands and, you know, just different things. But now, early on, we had to get to that point. And Disco it worked out because he was really good.
Yeah.
really good. And like I said, my wife's not a perfume person, but when she smelled disco,
She was into it.
she was like, whatever that is, I like. And I said, if
Yeah.
she likes it,
Then you're onto something.
then I'm on to something.
Yeah.
And she wore disco every day since.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think she just started wearing R&B when it came out, and then she wore house, and yesterday she wore hip hop for the first time.
Oh my God, yeah.
And hip hop's 2 years old,
Right. So R&B, we're having a hard time keeping this in stock since it was released. I mean, we just sell out of it immediately.
So what's insane about that is I went through 12 gallons of that in the first month.
Oh my God.
12 gallons.
Yeah.
And it's
juicy.
so mouthwatering,
It's
right?
so mouthwateringly juicy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is realistic. So you get the green in it too. So tropical, my concept of tropical is not just fruit,
Yeah.
but it's fruit that's been on the vine for a while, that's about to fall to the ground.
Like overly ripe.
Overly ripe fruit.
Yeah.
The greenness, because you can't have fruit without leaves.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of the greenness of that in there, and it all kind of worked. Because this came together. This one came together really well.
Yeah.
I wanted to do something that kind of gave me my 90s R&B vibe.
Did you have a particular artist in mind or a particular song?
Yeah, SWV,
Yeah,
and Mary J. Blige. I had, the summer of 94.
Yes.
White linen pants, the windows down in the car, that kind of feel. That was what I was going for.
Oh man, I remember the clubs in New York playing this music, and I just loved how the beat was slow.
Yes.
It just hit slowly, and that is such a great sound.
I love that era. DJ wise, I didn't DJ R&B music. I loved it. I played it. I had it. I owned the CDs. I played it in the car, but it wasn't part of my DJ rotation. Except some of the dance stuff I dabbled around with a little bit.
Yeah.
You had the New Jack Swing kind of came out then, and Teddy Riley was doing his thing, and you had all of this, the 112 and Escape, and all of these different groups were out, and the 90s music period was the stuff.
In so many genres, it's true. Like it was a golden time period.
It was a golden that early 90s hip hop, early 90s R&B.
Yeah.
So both of those are, those fragrances are based off my memories from that time period and where I was at in my life.
Yeah. The florals are opening up in this scent too.
And what's really good about this one, the line in general. So when we develop these, I kind of look at them like a 12-inch record. You get your intro, so you get the long extended version. And these develop like that because of the way we create them. They're average like 43 to 47% perfume extracts.
Whoa. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can definitely vouch for that. I've worn these fragrances, and they're some of the longest lasting fragrances I've ever had on my skin. It goes. I remember we saw each other at some event, and you had one of the mods of R&B on you, and I tried it on. It just intoxicates you with that tropical juiciness, and it just stayed put and continued to develop all night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes forever to get to and with R&B, so I found out, this is what my wife told me, it was crazy. She said, I was on campus, I was wearing R&B. She had it on since that morning. It was that evening. And she had to run back because she forgot something in the classroom. And she said when her body heated up, it started all over again.
Oh my God. It reactivated the scent.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, I didn't know it would do that. So that was a thing. But even in the dry down of this, when it opens up, you get these fruits and all that, but in the dry down, you still get the warmness because it's got a lot of resin in it.
Yeah.
So I like to say it's not just a summer fragrance. It can be an all year long fragrance.
Yeah.
And that's another thing where when we design the fragrances, I want to make sure that they're not just as seasonal as some lines are like, oh, this is for this and this is for that. But I want definitely, gender free. I want it, when I create them, they have to smell really good on the tester strip.
Yeah.
And they are even better on skin.
Yeah.
So those are the three things, the criteria that I shoot for when we create a new fragrance.
And when I think about perfumes and I kind of evaluate them in my mind, I always think the best perfumes are the ones that have a long arc. That because of course you want your perfume to have different stages and for each stage to be different from the other, but for every stage to be as good as the other stages.
Yes.
And that is where the artistry and really knowing how to make a perfume comes in.
Yes.
And this fragrance has all of that going on.
Yes, thank you.
That's beautiful. You know, the one from your brand I wear the most is Jazz.
Is Jazz?
Yeah, for sure.
Jazz was, so I play a lot of jazz funk in my DJ sets.
Yeah.
Late 70s jazz, and it's warm and inviting.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what I wanted to hit with this release when we did Jazz. And Jazz was the one release that kind of pushed me up there.
Yeah.
It kind of pushed me up there. Even though the ones before were great and everybody loved, that's, what I hear most about the house is that people can't decide which one.
Well, most people buy multiple. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm finding that. Yeah.
Yes, they can't decide which one, so they'll get 2 or 3 of them.
They're different moods. I mean, for me, what I love about Jazz is it's giving me proper late 50s bebop club.
Okay.
And I'm imagining Miles Davis wearing an Oxford shirt. That's kind of why I decided to wear an Oxford shirt.
Okay.
Because I'm feeling this jazz in particular. I smell tobacco, and there's a little booziness in here.
Yes.
I think it's a dimly lit bar where the best jazz is being performed.
Yes.
This atmosphere, I'm just so happy to be in all the time. That's gorgeous. What's the one that you wear the most from your line?
Ooh.
I'm sure for different moods, it's different things.
For different moods, it's different things. I like house.
Yeah.
I do like house.
Yeah.
I wore disco to death.
Nice.
I loved it.
Of course, yeah. It's the debut
Right,
fragrance.
I wore
yeah.
that one all the time. Hip hop is a great contender too.
Let's smell hip hop. What did you have in mind with the creation of this scent?
Wu-Tang.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
It was Wu-Tang. It was Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
It was 90s, 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
And
There's a real celebratory
Yes.
feel in that time period of music. Yeah.
and so when I do all of this myself. So, we have the perfumer, he does his thing with it, and he sends it to me, and, I go through tons and tons of it, but I do all the bottling, all the shipping, customer service.
Right.
Everything.
Oh, man.
Everything.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how I do it. You know what? I know how. I did it for 18 years as a processor.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I worked in that environment, so I'm able to, handle it. But hip hop just everyone loves it.
Yeah.
I think, and I just checked this. It's your #1 seller. Did you know that?
Oh my God. All right. Are you going to think I'm crazy if I say you take Acqua di Gio and you completely take it apart and put it back together in this unique way that has more texture and a little bit more darkness and depth?
Yes.
Is that crazy if I interpreted it that
I
way?
wouldn't say it was crazy because some of my scent memory comes from things that I used to wear. So
and love and
it might just be subliminal that it happens that way.
Yeah.
But like, oh, I want this, I want that.
Yeah.
I want to do something different. I want it to be unique but approachable.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I want all my fragrances to be unique but still approachable.
Definitely. Yeah.
So they teeter on the line between, not quite designer, but more mass appealing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's great. I
Yes.
mean, I like a fragrance that's approachable and easy to wear.
Yes.
There are
Yes.
many, many times that's what I want. I just want to smell good.
Yes. That's the
Damn, I smell good.
Yeah.
For those of you who are listening but are not watching this podcast, Zernell has this shirt that says, "Damn, I smell good, Zernell Gillie fragrances." And that's amazing. Do you sell that shirt?
I do. I do.
Good.
Because I get so many people started asking me for it. Even I can't. I'm flying somewhere all the time.
Yeah.
So I go through TSA. I get stopped.
Yeah.
They'll come over and the stewardesses are, when I walk in, the stewardesses, and they're like, "What do you do?"
Well, funny you ask. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you can't wear this shirt and not smell good.
So how can someone buy that shirt? Through your website?
Through my website.
Okay.
Yes.
And is that zernellgillie.com?
Yep.
Okay.
Zernellgillie.com.
Nice.
I got a story about that too.
Yeah.
Zernellgillie.com. So my wife bought that domain 22 years ago when my son was born.
Right.
For him.
Is his name Zernell?
Yes. He's Zernell Gillie II. And we never used it. Never used it. And so when this came, she said, "You should use your name." I was like, "Oh, no, I don't know." She's like, "Your name is amazing.
It is an amazing name.
You should use your name. I already got the domain.
Yeah.
I've been paying for this domain for 20 years, and if we've never used it, you might as well use it." And I was like, "You know what? I'll use it. I will." And that's how Zernell Gillie.
Oh, that's so good.
fragrances
So,
kinda came about.
if your son decides he wants a website, there's always Zernell Jr., right?
Yes. And he's going to be, I don't know if we talked about this, his part in the company.
No.
Okay, so my son is a business major at LMU.
Right.
So, and he's in grad school now. So he's got his last year of grad school, so he'll have his MBA or in 6 months maybe. I think whenever June.
Cool.
June. So he'll be graduating with his MBA. He's Zernell Gillie II.
Yeah, okay.
So what we wanted to do with the fragrances is that I would do the genres and he would do the subgenres. So for hip hop, for me, he would do like trap and trill, which would be a younger version of it for his generation.
Oh my God, I love that.
So that's the plan.
All right, so something to look forward to in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still got a long ways to go with this, and I'm waiting for him to really, really want it.
Did he inherit your interest in fragrance?
Kind of, sort of, but not really.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, he loves the line,
But not to the extent that...
but not to the extent. But all of the kids at in his dorms, they raid his bottles.
Right, yeah.
They rate his bottles. So I remember he took a bottle of Techno to school with him, and it was gone in 30 days. I was like, "What's going on?" He said, all my friends come to my room and put on Techno."
Of course, yeah.
And I love it because it's a younger generation. I get the younger generation that loves fragrances now.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel like it was when I was younger into fragrances.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen definitely Lucky Scent and Scent Bar, this surge of young customers.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely in their scope. It's what they want to know about. And for sure, I mean, I was talking about that with a friend because when I was in high school, it was the 80s. And I mean, it's not like people talked about perfume the way like young people do now, but everyone had a fragrance.
Yes.
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 Everyone was wearing something.
Something.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
I mean, yeah, in the 80s, of course.
Yeah.
'Cause I was in high school in the 80s, and I definitely know I wore stuff.
Yeah.
I had something on. I mean, again, I bought Halston Z14 when I was...
That's cool.
When I was 16 years old.
I wish that was my first. Like, I'd love to show off about that. That's pretty advanced.
It was. And This is another story. So it was Christmas time. I was dating this young lady, and I wanted to get her a Christmas gift. And I got her a bottle of Coco Chanel.
Ooh, yeah.
And this was around that time, you know, in the mid 80s. And I told her what I wanted. And she wound up getting me a bottle of Stetson.
She didn't know.
It didn't last. It didn't last.
You two are not on the same page.
No.
Yeah.
And so that's where my mind was at the whole time. There used to be this store called Marshall Fields.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So that's where
World famous.
That's where I would fragrance shop at.
Yeah, nice.
In Marshall Fields. And this was 85, 86. So that's where my tastes were at then.
So good. These iconic department stores. Yeah. For me, like I grew up outside of Philadelphia and it was Wanamaker's.
Okay.
Yeah, which became Macy's, a striking building, like right in Central City, not far from a city hall. What a building.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, that was kind of my discovery into this huge, great world of perfume. You just kind of get swept away. Love that.
Yeah.
There are a few bottles that we haven't talked about yet, and I'm so happy you put this on here because I did an episode of my Hall of Fame, and this guy made it onto that.
It's amazing.
This is Invasion Barbare, or as I like to say, Invasion Barbare from Parfums MDCI. I love this. Why do you love this?
It's when I first smelled it. Again, I'm a first like, oh, I gotta have it. But when I smelled it, it just moved me so much.
Yeah.
It moved me, and as you can see, I really wore that.
Yeah.
And I have enough perfume where I don't get big dents
Right.
in bottles because I don't wear them every day.
Right.
And for that to have a dent like that in it, it really
Also, because this is a strong scent. You don't need to put a lot on.
No, you don't. Yeah, I really love that. But just, like I said, when I smelled it, I had to have it. And it was only, some lines, they do, you have different fragrances that's in the line.
Yeah.
That's the one from that line. I got two, I think, from them, but that's the one in the line that really resonated with me.
I'm the same.
With my skin.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love it. It's just a really classical fougere. You can smell all of those gorgeous notes. Maybe there's some violet or geranium in there, but it's this ginger, which gives it this texture, almost like a fiery texture that I love so much. And whenever I wear Invasion Barbare, I feel like I'm wearing the most perfectly tailored suit. It's that vibe for me.
Yes. Oh,
gorgeous scent. I'm so glad it made your list. This guy, I think this is, no, we haven't talked about Tango.
Yeah, that's another one.
This is awesome.
That's another
You
one.
You like your ambers and spices.
Yes.
I see a theme happening on this table,
Yeah.
definitely.
That one to me was like, it's so classy.
Yeah.
It's like tuxedo kind of, that's my like James Bond feeling fragrance for me. That's what I got with that one. And I
100%.
loved it.
Well, yeah. Cécile Zarokian, I think is the perfumer who did it. She has this amazing magic when it comes to spices and amber.
I actually met her once.
Really?
Yes. And I was like, so when I didn't know, but I met her, and when I found out that she was the perfumer for Tango, but she had on this amazing outfit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just gotta say, your outfit is just amazing.
Right.
I didn't say, oh, I love your perfume. I love your outfit is amazing. And she's just so put together, and then it just reflects into her art too.
Oh man, God, that's so great. I don't think I know anything about her personally, so now I know she has great sense of style.
Oh, I've met her once. I've seen her twice, and both times, bam.
Yeah.
I'm a black t-shirt jeans or black jeans and black t-shirt. I'm always wearing something.
No, well, you
black.
wear it well. It's your style. Yeah.
This is my style. So I'm not really like flair, but her, excellent.
Oh.
Excellent.
That's amazing. I've never heard of this fragrance before. It's called Sweet Botswana. Where did you find this?
That's a Dutch brand.
Okay.
And the owner of the brand is Dan Mark. And he has at least 7 or 8 in his line. They're all amazing.
Yeah.
So this one just really spoke to me. He has a couple of more that are. I have at least 3.
Yeah.
From his line.
Yeah.
Of course, I like stuff that's different because you can't get it. You can get it here now. I think it's in the U.S. now, but when I was getting it, it wasn't in the U.S. yet.
Yeah.
Beautiful brand.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful brand. I like the presentation that he has with that.
Beautiful bottle. Yeah.
Beautiful bottle.
The smell of it is gorgeous. I'm getting marshmallow, sugar for sure. It's kind of putting me in the Acqua zucchero feel of Perfume. If I had to compare it to something I already know, I would say a beautiful cloud of sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to bring that because, again, like I said, a lot of people don't know about it, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. So that was like okay, yeah, I'll definitely bring Sweet Blossom.
Oh, man. Beautiful collection. And honestly, I feel like I know you so much better just through these scents. Like there's such a cogent story that they tell all together. And that's so cool.
Yeah. What we got? We got one more?
Oh, yeah, from the Harmonist here.
Yes.
And which one is this?
Hypnotizing
Fire?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, this is a fragrance that a lot of people talk about, but I've never smelled it before.
So, and I've had that for years. It just picked up. It got really popular last year, I believe. But I've had that for a very long time. At least 5.
Right.
I'm not sure. Maybe 4 or 5. When it first came out, I smelled it and I was like, I like this.
That's really good.
It's different. It's unique. I like the uniqueness of it, and it's great. It's got a grit, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here because it's not as gourmand as the other ones.
No.
And I don't know if it's lavender I'm smelling. It has this really nice kind of aftershave smell that I really like. Oh, that's beautiful. And it's a nice contrast to the other ones. I think that there's a really nice patchouli in here.
Yes.
That's coming through.
Yes.
Give me patchouli and I'm a happy guy for sure.
That's the star of disco.
There you go. Yeah.
There's a 8-year aged patchouli
Yeah.
that I use in disco. Well, it's 12 years aged now because I've had it since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use a lot of naturals in there, some aromatherapy kind of tinctures and kind of like my secret sauce.
Yeah.
My secret sauce. And that's one of them, patchouli. This one patchouli that we procured.
I love that.
We procured this one patchouli that was really great.
Yeah.
And, there's a couple of more. Actually, what did R&B have? This the honey tangerine. The honey tangerine.
Yeah.
And it really kills me that they split it up on different sites. They say, oh, it's got honey and tangerine.
Right.
No, it's honey tangerine.
No, but like I said, that fragrance is so juicy. You can taste that honey tangerine.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's one of those. The secret sauce was that one accord, that honey tangerine.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, you have a lab sample.
I'm not going to say the name of it.
Okay, please don't.
But
can I give it a smell?
You can.
Okay.
But I want on skin though.
All right. I on purpose have nothing on my wrist. Cool.
There we go.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you a few, I know you know better, but I'm going to give you some of the notes.
Yeah.
Per se. Coffee.
Okay.
There's a coffee accord in there.
It's subtle because it's not that rich coffee. No.
There's oud.
Okay.
Peach.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
Magnolia. ebony.
Okay, yeah.
It's ebony wood. Papanex. So that's we didn't talk about that. So there's a thread between the fragrances.
Yeah.
In the first 4 releases, the thread was saffron.
Okay.
Because all the first 4 had saffron. So
Right.
disco, techno, hip hop, and house had saffron. The next 4, a Papanex is thread.
Okay.
So jazz has it, R&B has it, and this new one, which I will not name.
I have a feeling that in an hour, this is going to be so different because in the initial phase of it, there's so much wispiness. And I think that's coming through the Magnolia and Peach because that's the main story I'm smelling. It's up here, you know? And I think in an hour, it's going to be around here with the ebony and upaponics coming through. Oh, that's beautiful. So
when I was a kid, we lived in Memphis, Tennessee for like 3 years, and then we moved back to Chicago. We used to have this magnolia tree in our yard, and I used to climb. It was easy to climb those trees.
Yeah.
So I would climb it, and I would sit in that tree, and the flowers, the blooms were something that was I was really into that. And also living down there in the South, you know, I was outside.
Yeah.
And there was always peach trees everywhere. So you could just pick fruit off the tree and eat it. And we would.
That's incredible.
So that's kind of like a little bit of what is coming through with this fragrance. I wanted to honor that period of time, but also the genre that this one is going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be perfect.
Okay.
It's going to be perfect.
Cannot wait to find out.
There's also a little tinge of whiskey.
Okay, yeah.
In that.
It's all going to come through. I feel we're only in chapter 1, and all of your fragrances have many chapters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, that's just the first draft. I got about 10 more drafts of this one before I think it's ready.
Yeah.
But from this first draft, we're in the right.
I'm feeling this.
Yeah, we're going in the right direction. We're definitely going in the right direction.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm working on this one, and I'm working on the next one. So the fragrances start in my head.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, these are the notes. I think these notes will play well together. And it fits the theme of the fragrance. And it fits, you know, this memory that I have that I want to share.
Yeah.
So I started working on a few. This one I was working on, and then the next one.
That's so cool. So you have just a few notes, and you kind of make a little jingle in Perfume, and then from there it fleshes out into.
We build it off of that.
Yeah.
So then I'll get. Sometimes it's just some accords. We'll work on, and then I like the direction of this, but let's go with let's combine it with this and move and see what that does.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then, you know, we'll get through that, and then we get to the part of like, okay, this is it. This is it. And now let's tinker with this opening. You know, because again, I really do focus on everything being directly down the line unisex.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love hearing about that process. It's so cool. Zernell, thank you so much. I mean, I love doing this podcast because of the stories. Yes. I mean, thank you. It's just a treasure trove of these amazing stories. I had no idea about huge chapters of your life. Yeah. So thanks for filling in those blanks.
Thank you. This was great. I really enjoyed it. I when it came up and I got the email about it, I was like, oh man, this could be dope. And I didn't know what we were gonna do. Yeah. And then when you said, hey, let's do your top, I was like, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Because then I get to talk about, you know, my life. Yeah. You know.
Absolutely.
Everybody can, you know, you can go smell the perfume, but you won't know anything about the person or what's behind the brand. Yeah. So this was great.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening to this episode, and tune in next time.